How we doing? Welcome back. Today's a very different one. I've got a bit of a different video planned. Been talking with my dietitian a bit lately in the lead up to national titles, obviously around nutrition. And as you guys, probably most of you guys probably know how important carbohydrates are for an athlete for energy, because that's our energy source. Some of you guys have probably heard it, carb loading before an event. So what we've spoken about is kind of practicing a carb load. So we had a meeting yesterday and we were just talking about it and kind of the amounts of food that we were going to get in, and 24 hours before racing, kind of how much food we were going to eat, what kind of food we were going to eat, how many grams of carbs we were going to have. And then we kind of wrote it all down and got a bit of a plan going. Then my dietitian recommended trying it because it's a lot of food, so your body's kind of got to get used to it. I decided to practice it today. I've got a double day of training tomorrow. Today's a rest day, so I've got nothing on. Got some errands to run, but nothing on in particular. But I'm just going to be practicing my carb load day. The goal of carbs is quite a lot. I'll try and keep track of it all and put them up on the screen for you. But let's have a look at the first meal. And as I said, it's a carb load, so it's very much focused on carbs. So let's have a look here. We've got 2 Turkish bread rolls, 1 with jam, and then we've got 2 eggs to go with the other one. And then we've got about 400 ml of juice. So altogether, I believe this is around 120 to 130 grams of carbs. These Turkish breads are about 50 each. And then this juice is about probably 20, 30, 40. Today is going to consist of a lot of eating, as I'm interested to see how my body feels tomorrow at training. I'm interested to see how much energy I have. Just got to a cafe, going to hang out with my boy Morgan. So gonna go get a coffee, chill for a bit. And then I'll show you the next meal. I got it in the car ready, so as soon as I'm finished with this coffee, I can eat it and I will show you guys what it is. But can have a quick coffee, go on full cream milk, so, to change it up, get some extra carbs in. And yeah, but the total after a milk will be, I'll put it on the screen. All right, just finished having a coffee with Morgs. Just had a full cream iced latte with honey. So normally I have almond milk, but my dietitian just said to have full cream. So now we're on to snack number 1. So snack number 1 is going to consist of a bagel with jam, as you can see, bagel with jam in it, and then 400 mils of chocolate milk. So I believe this is a total of probably around about 100 grams of carbs. So we're probably pushing the 200 and close to probably 300 grams of carbs right now. Let's try and bang this down, eh?
She'll lie and steal and cheat and beg you from her knees, make you think she...
All right, we're back for another meal. We have 2 Turkish bread sandwiches with a bit of chicken and cheese. Now, protein's not really it's not really the priority here, so there's not much protein in it. I think it's about 30 grams of protein, and I believe it's around 120 grams of carbs because I've had 2 glasses of iced tea. So 2 glasses of iced tea, and then 2 Turkish bread sandwiches with a slice of Swiss cheese on both, and then about 15 grams of chicken breast on each as well. I'm very full, so this is going to be a hard one to get down. I'm going to have to do it because that's what I'm practicing for nationals. So got to get it done now so I know what it feels like, so when I go to nationals it's not a shock to the body. Thank you.
needs it this time. She'll tear up.
Would you guess what we're doing now? We're back for some more food. I have now got 2 hot cross buns with honey and a bottle of Powerade. So now we're gonna have this hot cross bun and this Powerade while watching YouTube and doing absolutely nothing. second last check-in of the day for the carb load for training tomorrow. Now we have pasta, beef mince, pasta sauce, a little bit of cheese on top, mushrooms, all that good stuff. And then this is half of the milk that I'm having, chocolate milk. I'm having 400 mils. So that is currently 200. I've already had 200 before. If I'm going to be honest, I'm not as full as I was kind of expecting to be right now, which is, I think that's pretty good. It's currently 6:30 on the dot. So, yeah, not as full as I was expecting, which is good. So now I'm able to actually finish the food that I've got to finish. I can't say I'm like overly keen to eat this food. It's not something that I don't feel keen to eat, but it's not like I'm full. It's just like I've had heaps of food today. So looking at food, I'm just like, here we go again, I guess. All right. Last meal of the day, and it's going to look a little bit ridiculous if I'm going to be honest. So this is, I don't know if you can see it. It's half a liter, 500 mils of milk and 4 scoops of Milo. That is ridiculous. And then we have 2 hot cross buns with honey on it. Again, round 2 on the hot cross buns with honey. So not gonna lie, right now is where I'm feeling full. I think I'll be fine to get through this. I'm a pretty big eater, so I should be sweet to get through this. How are we doing? We're back. Now, it's the end of the day. I've just had a shower, just about to head to bed. So I'm gonna run you guys through some of the numbers for my eating today. But before I do, I just want to say, this is advice that I've gotten from my dietitian. Now, all these numbers are things that I've spoken over with my dietitian and gotten a bit of advice on, so I'm being kind of overlooked with this kind of stuff and given the right advice and the right things to do. So this is something that works for me, and that may not work for you. Everyone's different. Everyone needs different requirements for their body to run, their body to work at the highest level. So I'd say don't just copy and paste something that I'm doing. I would suggest highly to go talk to a dietitian and get some advice from them, as they are really good and they're really switched on. So don't copy this, because this is, like I said, this is something that I've spoken with my dietitian, and for my size and my goals, this is something that we've come to. So go talk to a dietitian, get some advice. They're very helpful and they'll help you out a lot. But we'll start with protein. Protein, I had 244 grams. So this wasn't the priority today. That obviously just came by having the food, having so much food that the protein, I guess, came to a pretty high number. And then carbohydrates, 844 grams. Now that was the priority. I wanted to hit around 900 grams, so I fell a little bit short, but being the first time, that's okay. I can make changes. Same thing, talk to my dietitian, make changes and try to improve that and get that a little bit higher for the next one. Been pretty challenging, I would say. I'm a pretty big eater, so I guess for me it hasn't been too challenging. It's been okay. Because I eat so much, it makes it a little easier. But even with being a big eater, I still found today quite tricky. Just the volume of food. A very big breakfast. I haven't had a big breakfast like that big for a long time, to be honest, probably ever. And then just like every meal was big. It wasn't like any meal was small. It was just every meal was really big. But I feel okay now. I'm feeling tired. I think that's, after speaking with my dietitian, that's kind of to be expected, to be tired after eating so much food. So I'm going to go to bed now. It's like 9:30. Got to be up at 6. So I'm going to go to bed now to make sure I get a good night's sleep. And then I guess just see how things go tomorrow. I'm assuming I'll be pretty energized, or I'd like to think so, because I've eaten so much food. So it'll be interesting to see how the training sessions go. So I'll track that and take you through tomorrow. And then kind of at the end of tomorrow, I'll kind of talk through how I felt. Good morning. We're back again. It's currently, I don't have my watch on, it's probably like 20 past 6 right now in the morning. I have breakfast. I have 2.5 pieces of sourdough, 4 eggs, and then half an avo. And then something I don't normally have is I'm incorporating the juice in today.
Holding you, the one you can't repair. But I still love her, I don't read
Coffee time. I'm Jesse. Oh, I was gonna try and be cringe as well. I have an ice
When it got cold,
Yes, it is.
I can't be told. I can't be done.
I'm Bella and this is my aunt. Back and hotter till April 19th.
What was that?
Go ahead.
I'm Bella and this is my aunt.
Nothing at all. The opposite of love.
Oh, sorry.
I'm BJ, part of the BJJ's club.
Pay attention now. I'm standing on your porch, screaming out, and I won't leave until you come downstairs.
Oh, you didn't get a copy. Oh, damn it.
Keep your head up.
We've just finished track efforts. So Bailey and I just made it up to the hill. We've got a couple of gates. I believe we've got 4 gates. The fourth one, being to the second turn. And then we got 4 efforts where we go hard down first straight, 50% down second straight, and then hard down third straight. So we're gonna do a warm-up gate, probably just one. Then we'll probably go to the first turn. Then depending the wind's pretty gnarly today. So depending on the wind, we'll go a couple for the first turn, and then we'll do our last one of the first set to the second turn. So let's get into it. Warm-up gate coming right up. We've just finished 2 lots of the last set. So we finished our 4 gates, did 1 of the first jump, 2 of the first turn, 1 of the second turn. If I'm gonna be honest, today is one of those days. It's been a rough one. I feel like I've got no pop, no drive. I don't think it's anything to do with the carb load because I feel really good. Like I think my energy levels are really good and all that. But I just feel like I've got no go, which is a bit annoying. So it's the rule of thirds. 1/3 of the time you're gonna feel crap, 1/3 of the time you're gonna feel good, 1/3 of the time you're gonna feel amazing. I think my 1/3 of the time feeling crap is right now, but it just happens to fall on the day that I did a carb load. So I'm not gonna look at it anything to do with the carb load. My energy levels, like I feel great. I literally couldn't do. We nearly finished the session. We've been riding for about 2 hours now. And I feel fresh out, like I don't feel bad. I feel really good around the track, but just my explosiveness and my like power through that heat especially, just feels a bit off. So I feel good. We've got 1 more to go now, so we're gonna go do that, bang that out, and then go have some lunch and chill, and then go to the gym.
Highway signs say we're closed, but I don't read those things anymore.
Haven't eaten yet because I had a rokubi after training, so I'm about to go heat my food up and eat. But the training session was pretty bad, to be honest. But hey, we take that in the stride. It's part of the process. Bad sessions are just a part of the process to getting to where you want. Now, I am not feeling good right now, but is it nationals right now? Didn't think so. Is it World Cups right now? Bailey, is it World Cups right now?
No.
No, didn't think so. Charlie, is it World Championships right now? So it's just a part of the process. So we're going to get back on, have a nice chill weekend, and then we'll be back for Monday. Might feel bad again, but I'll probably feel a bit better on Monday. Have a good session. And when I say feel bad, I'm just looking at times. That's not always a good thing to do. So if you feel bad, sometimes just get the session done and don't even worry about times. But we're going to chill now, and then we're going to go to the gym.
I never trusted my own eyes. When we were young, when it got cold, ooh.
training. So like I said, I was kind of doing this carb load to try and get my body adjusted to it. So when I go to nationals, nothing's new, everything's pretty familiar. Now with the carb load, I felt really good. I found my energy levels throughout the day were really high. Yes, I didn't have a great session, and I was saying my session wasn't good and I didn't feel great. But I felt really good in the gym. I had a good gym session, and my energy levels, I feel like my energy levels were quite stable the whole way through the day. I didn't feel any lulls. I didn't feel any bursts of tiredness. There's been a couple of times where I've had, towards the end of my gym sessions, I've really struggled because obviously we spend about 2 hours on the track, 2.5 hours on the track sometimes. Then we have a little break and then we go to the gym for, 2-3 hours at times. So I find my energy levels can drop and dip quite a lot towards the end of the session. But I found after the carb load, I felt like my energy was a little bit more stable throughout the day, which is really good, especially on a race day. There's a lot of energy being expended. So to have that extra carb, to have the carb load to help me keep that energy level stable throughout the whole day is massive. So yeah, it was really good. I'm really happy that I did it, and I think my body reacted quite well. As I mentioned earlier in the video, I think it was a little bit annoying that it kind of fell on a bad day and I didn't feel great. I don't think it was anything to do with the carb load. So I would like to try it again before nationals, just to kind of get a positive thing in my head about it. Because I guess when you have a bad day after doing something new, you can think it's the new thing that you just did. So I'll definitely be trying it again before nationals, just so I can, kind of tell myself like, hey, it wasn't the carb load. It was just the day you did the carb load. It just fell on a day that you were more tired than normal. You didn't get the best times and whatever. So I'm going to do that again. I'm not too sure when I'll do it, but I'll do it before nationals just to, get that mindset a little bit different. But yeah, overall, I think it was really good. I'm really happy with it. I feel confident in it coming into nationals. I'm happy I did it, and I'm going to do it again. And, I'm just following the advice from the professionals and listening to the people who know more about this stuff than me. And that's, I think, a big thing in being an athlete. I think obviously you've got to have your things and what you like to do and, what you feel works for you. But then there also comes a point where it's like, there's people who are in a position to know, I guess they're in a position to know more than you. Like, I don't know everything about, strength, the gym, but my SNC is really, really smart in the gym and he's really, really good in the gym. I don't know everything about, food. I know a bit, but there's a lot of things I don't know. My dietitian is really, really good at that. So she's able to give me advice. There's a lot of things, even on the bike, things that when I'm riding, I can't see or I can't pick up on, and my on-bike coach can pick up on those things and he can, help me adjust and all that things. And I think that's a thing of just being like easily teachable. I think there's people out there who are tough to teach because they just don't want to listen. So I think if I can give you guys any advice, if you have people who are in a position and they have a lot of knowledge and a wealth of knowledge, I'd suggest you try and take in as much knowledge as you can. It's very important that you learn as much as you can. You can learn, my mum always says, you can learn from everyone. There's always something you can learn from everyone if you're just listening, and there might be someone who doesn't know as much about something as you, but they might just say something that clicks with you a little bit more, or they might just make a point that you go, oh wow, that's actually quite true, even though they might be, a little bit lower of a level than you. They might be not as good on a bike as you. They might not be as educated as you, whatever. You can always learn something from someone. And I would suggest you guys trying to be teachable. Be coachable is the word. Being coachable, listen, absorb, and go out there and, do what you were just told. Sometimes it's not going to work, but that's okay. Try something new in training, be coachable, test it out, see how it goes. If it doesn't work, fine. Try something different. If it does work, amazing. Now you found something that can potentially get you 1% better. So just be coachable. Listen to the people that are above you or the people who you've got in your corner, and keep chasing those 1%ers, and a little bit of help from people who are really switched on in certain areas can help you get those 1%. Thank you guys for watching the video. I appreciate it. I will see you guys in the next one.